Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so we got a big update today. We just bought ourselves a trailer. So it's a brand is Top Hat. It's an 18-foot steel deck car hauler, double axle, electric brakes. Kind of seems like a cheap trailer, maybe a mid-range, I don't know. But looks like it's going to work. But we are going to have to do some custom ramps. Get back to that in a minute. Yeah, here she is. So we bought it new. The plan, we'll get into the plan. We're going to modify this trailer, but for now, this is what we got. I think it's a good starting trailer. This little jack thing is kind of bent. My buddy told me to replace it, so my buddy knows a lot more about trailers than I do, so we're going to replace that. Whatever that is, that looks, maybe that's for shipping the trailer, I don't know. Doesn't look great. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever needs work, we'll fix, even though it's new, but we're going to change some crap anyway. But yeah, we did the one thing I did, I went ahead and got a spare. Kind of seems crazy to drive around without a spare, so we got a spare tire. But yeah, just a plain Jane trailer. The problem is the ramps. These ramps, they slide out. These little doors, you like flip them up, and it's got some slide out ramps. Seems like it would work, but they don't work for my car. Too aggressive. There's a big step. I'll show you later, but we're gonna build some custom ramps, I believe. There's our spare. So anyway, yay, we got a steel deck trailer. All right, now let's get to the problem. So we just put our car on the trailer. I wanted to see how it would do. We were actually able to drive up on the trailer, just barely. I mean, barely, but we did manage to get on the trailer. Unfortunately, when we tried to come off the trailer, it hung, the front end caught, and I don't know how bad the damage is yet, but there's already a few things we're gonna have to replace. So you can see this is like hanging out of the headlight. This had popped on both sides. Here it is over here, you can see. So I think the bumper's okay. It's just not being held in correctly. We did get to do some safety structural testing unintentionally. I'll show you that. So there's our radiator. Just so this makes sense what really happened. We get under the car. This is looking, here's that plastic chin thing. Well, I've got a piece of metal that holds the radiators under here. And you can see it's all bent up. In fact, if we really get in here, here's our radiator. It broke the mount off the radiator there. So this got, I don't know if that's repairable. May just have to remake this piece, which kind of sucks because that's a somewhat complicated piece. Also, I just got something on my hands here. That's oil. Interesting. That might be from, oh, I know what that's from. I didn't have a catch can. I had the oil hose laying down here. So apparently we need to clean that up. That's not cool. But yeah, here's our radiator. You can see a crease line. So basically this bottom piece caught when I was backing the trailer off, and it pulled forward, which apparently pulled on the bumper. It pulled my heat exchanger, my radiator, into my fuel cell. This is where we get into the testing part. So the intent of this was that if you ever got in a wreck, the tank would be stronger than the heat exchangers, which is definitely the case. Try to get the camera down in here. I don't know. Anyway, the tank looks fine, which makes sense. It's stainless versus a radiator that's aluminum, so it should be. But the radiator definitely broke, or whatever. It's not leaking, but that's not going to go into a track like that. So we got to buy a new radiator. The shroud is kind of tweaked, but I'm hoping it'll tweak back. I think the shroud's going to be okay. I don't see, it doesn't look like, I can't see the bottom of it, but I think the shroud's okay. That took forever to make. So hopefully we just got to do a radiator. This cross member, here you can see it buckled. Grab it here and you'll see what I'm talking about as I move that forward, which it wasn't strong in that direction. We knew that. Anyway, we're probably just going to remake all that, which kind of sucks because it's got pickups for the bumper and for the radiator and hooks to the frame. So that'll take some work if we do redo the whole thing. So we'll see. We may just bend it back. I don't know. And that's all I know of right now. Oh, the wire for the fan came unplugged. That's kind of funny. So you can see it kind of there. So apparently when it caught, the radiator moved so far forward that it came unplugged. Because actually that was the first thing I noticed when I got it off the trailer. Was I backed off and I got off the gas and I couldn't hear my fan. And then I looked and my amp meter was showing like 10 amps when it should show like 30 or 40. And my fan switch actually wasn't even lighting up when I commanded the fan to turn on, which is interesting. I guess, oh yeah, I think I had to look. I guess I must have been I don't even remember. Maybe I wired it in a way where that would happen. I don't remember doing that, but if I did, apparently I did, because it was off. So that's cool. I don't remember how I did it, but I guess it has to see ground. Fuck, I don't know. I don't remember what I did. Anyway, it didn't work, so luckily we caught it. We're just backing off a trailer. It's not going to overheat. But yeah, we got some damage. I don't know how much that radiator cost. Maybe $100 or something. It's a cheapie. The main thing is hopefully I can just buy one that drops in and I don't have to like custom make more brackets or something. So it's just a common Civic radiator. Hopefully I can just buy one, drop it in, tweak the shroud if we have to. We got to get our bumper. I'm fixing to probably pull the bumper because I don't want it to get warped or damaged sitting like this. Unfortunately, we got a car on the lift that doesn't have wheels or wheel bearings or axles, so I can't just pop this off the lift right now, not realistically at least. So we're just going to do what we can until this car's off the lift, which will probably be another day or two. But anyway, this is mostly good. So here's the thing. This is what's important. I kind of knew this was going to be a problem. I didn't realize I was going to tear the front of my car off. So I actually filmed driving the car up on the trailer, and you know, it made it. I looked, I inspected, I was like, oh, look, it actually worked. I was like, holy shit, I didn't expect this to work. I figured there was an 80% chance that it wasn't going to work, but it did, and I was like, okay. But I didn't watch the video at that time, and then I backed it off, and when I backed it off, everything was going smooth, and right when it backs off and it falls on the ramps, the front tires, when the front tires fell, the bumper came down and caught the trailer. In fact, I'll show you on the trailer what I'm talking about, because it scarred the trailer where the bumper caught. But anyway, we're gonna have to do some custom ramps. Not the end of the world. We were expecting it. It's hard to find a good trailer that's not super expensive that has race car friendly ramps. This is what I'm talking about. So when I backed off, you can see scratch marks all across this area, and then something metal just dug through all the way through the paint right there. That was my front end. Looks like something caught there. Yeah, a little bit of scratch. That's the other side of that cross member. And yep, there's the one that matches. So basically the whole front cross member just, it caught everywhere. It didn't just catch in one spot. So we're gonna have to deal with that. But I think we can just build some custom ramps. I don't really like these ramps anyway. They're heavy duty, but they're more for like a truck, not for a low race car. So that'll be another project. Actually, it's gonna be coming up really soon because we're almost ready to go to the track. Getting a trailer purchase was one of the big things that was holding us back, and we got that now, so we're almost there. So anyway, that's going to wrap this one up. Funny, I'm kind of sad that my car got damaged, but it's not, in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that bad. So get that radiator ordered, fix some couple things, and she'll be back where it was. And I don't think there's much I can do for the ground clearance. I'd have to move the radiator up to get all that stuff higher, and I don't want to do that. I want it low like it is for a couple reasons. So the radiator staying at the height it is, we're just going to build custom ramps. When you're actually at the racetrack, this car has plenty of ground clearance. It's just getting it on and off the trailer. And you can kind of see from this view, I do have the front of the trailer like a little bit higher than the back. Maybe that shows up on camera. Let's see, I'll zoom in a little. Yeah, you might be able to tell. The front's already lifted a little, which tilted the back down, so it kind of already had that going for it. And even that, it still wasn't enough. So, custom ramps it is. Anyway, that's going to wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, go take it easy.